James Matthews started working here with us about 3 years ago, and he's been a great asset to our school. He teaches Enviro, and we just love his passion and enthusiasm that he has, not just for his subject, but with his relationship with God. And we find that really encouraging and inspiring with our staff and students and our wider school community.
About 10 years ago, I decided that I really needed to be a teacher. We had the birth of our first daughter. And 2 months after that, I realized I really need to be spending more time with kids. I started out thinking that I was going to be working in a grammar school. Generally, grammar schools have facilities like this and want to invest in gardens and that sort of thing. And I worked really hard to get my placement at a grammar school. And during that experience, I realized I didn't want to set people up to just set them up financially for their life. I wanted to set them up with a value for their life for making an impact for other people. And mostly, I wanted to tell people that Jesus was going to be the big thing that changes their life. If they invest their life in Jesus, then they can change lives themselves. And I found that the best way to do that is through the outdoor environment.
Parents really like the way James teaches and engages with their kids, especially some of the students that might not do as well just in the classroom setting. And he's able to, again, spend time with them, gets to know them, and encourages them out and about in the environment where he has his classes. And I think that really speaks volumes, especially to students who don't do so well academically. And I know parents come home and their kids are actually really excited about the day. And when parents say, "Hey, how was your school day?" and instead of just grunting or doing what they might do, they're actually really excited to talk about what Mr. Matthews has done with them in class and what he's teaching them.
There are so many, little things that he would do. Like, I just remember the first time we had to do a theory thing and Mr. Matthews just being so excited about it. And it made me excited about it, and it made me want to learn it. It made all of the stuff that he taught us stick with me more, because I remembered how excited he was and how he's actually passionate about what he's teaching, and you can tell.
He's always fair, but he's also really, really fun. He's passionate about the environment, and he's also a really great role model as well as teacher.
You can tell that he really cares about the environment and us kids, and he doesn't just show up because it's his job. He shows up because he's really passionate about it.
It was good to get out of the buildings down into nature and to actually see God's creation, and the fact that one of the teachers was letting us spend time in it and explaining how it all works to us. I enjoyed that. One time he was teaching us all these knots, so we got to go down to the creek again and we got to tie trees together and do all sorts of cool stuff. He links it from the curriculum that we have to learn, and he links that to what the Bible would say about it, and how we can enjoy God's creation.
I definitely feel called to bringing kids outside, away from screens, outside into God's environment, and showing them trees and environment and all the things here.
Some of the other things he's done at grade 5 and 6 level is he puts together the plants of Belgrave Heights Christian School, and the students do a lot of the research of what the native plants are that grow around here, and they do a whole lot of background with that, and they put together a book, and it combines outdoor enviro studies with English, with art, and at the end of that topic, they produce a book, and they get to actually have that and read it. And it's actually really encouraging that they have produced something that's of really good quality to do with our local area.
We get an annual grant of about $10,000 through Melbourne Water. And through that, we plant about 2,500 different native plants every year along our creek bed. What we do with that is we don't just get the kids out to plant individually. We buddy the primary school students up with the secondary students, and they plant together. The secondary student mentors the younger student, and they plant together. This is a class that you don't have to do any classroom management on. When the secondary student is responsible for a primary student, they are focused. They are focused on that student. And we get this great community thing happening, that we're planting together, we're taking care of the environment together, and we're taking care of all the different aspects of the ecosystems there together.
We have an open enrolment policy here. Not all our students necessarily have a faith, and I think they find it really encouraging as well to see someone live out their life as a Christian in a real and authentic way, and it just shines through in everything that he does. And that actually has transformed their lives.
He's very present around the school, and you always see him, and he's always like up for like a laugh and a high five and a hey, how are you, that sort of thing.
He doesn't teach me anymore, but that doesn't change the fact that he's always up to say g'day, and he'll always ask you how you're going. So yeah, not all the teachers do that, and he definitely shows God's love through his willingness to talk to everyone.
There's so much focus on screens at the moment. Kids spend weekends playing video games and watching movies, and it's doing terrible things to their health. And if I can get them outside and show them the wonder of a flower or a tree, and get them engaged with their own environment, in the environment that God created them in, then that's a really good thing. And I just felt absolutely called to that single thing, getting kids outside so that they could love God.